Hey guys, I'm Kels, and this is my beautiful co-host Pippa. So my husband Jay and I have been living in this van for the last few months. Jay's currently next door, still helping someone else with their build. You might be able to hear that construction going on. So I thought I'd sit down with you guys today and share with you one of our most asked questions, and that is how much our van conversion costs. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we were a little hesitant to make this video, and I think it's because we don't want this number to deter you away from making a build. If you're considering it, we don't want you to feel like it's an unattainable number, but I promise if you guys stick till the end of the video, I'll kind of walk you through how we were able to make this work. So before I dive into the numbers, I just wanted to give you guys a quick backstory of how we got here. So as some of you guys may remember, back in 2019, we bought a school bus, we converted it into a tiny home on wheels, and we traveled all around the country. So we spent $26,000 on that school bus conversion, and we were able to pay for that over the course of the 8 months. Jay and I both had full-time jobs, and $26,000 spread out over that time wasn't too bad. After traveling in our school bus for about a year, we ended up selling our school bus for, drumroll please, $63,000. And after our realtor, our lovely friend Ashley, and Tiny Home Listings took the fees, we ended up getting about $57,000. So with that money, we were able to buy a van, and basically I'm gonna break the cost down into 6 categories. So the first cost was tools. Now, since we had already converted a school bus, we did have a lot of tools already bought. So for tools, that's things like a cable cutter, roller, hinge jog, I don't even know what that is, a rivet nut. Yeah, again, Jay's over there building, and I don't really understand what some of these things are. But the total for that was pretty low, so it was $273 total on tools. The next category is electrical. That is how we power our entire van and what allows us to live off-grid for days at a time without having to rely on things like a generator or plugging in. So for electrical, this includes things like outlets, lights, light switches, solar panels and wires, connectors, shut-off switch, fuse panels, cables and fuses, and all the Victron components. So this came in for a total of $5,038. Now, if you know anything about electrical and our system, you would probably be thinking right now that that is really low. So a little later on, I'm gonna get into how we were able to keep that cost low and how you can do that as well. So the third category, my head is hitting the ceiling. The third category is plumbing. This includes things like the water heater so that we have hot showers, pumps, drains, our gray tank, dump valves, shower head unit, our UV filter for a beautiful recirculating shower that we don't really use, and our gray tank. So for plumbing, the grand total was $1,179. Doll hairs. Plumbing's another one where like you don't really realize how expensive it's gonna be. Like once you start planning, you're like, okay, electrical is gonna be a lot, lumber's gonna be a lot, and then plumbing just hits you right in that. All those shark bite fittings, the male and the female plugs or whatever the heck they're called. Yeah, whenever we go to Home Depot for plumbing, I'm always amazed at how much and how quickly it adds up. So the fourth category is building materials. These are things like the drawer slides, the ones in the back, the 2 big ones, those are so expensive, but we wanted to have bikes in our build and we wanted to have them on the inside of our van, so that was just something that we knew going into it we were going to have to spend. So yeah, that one definitely hurt a little bit. This also includes cabinet hinges, our garage floor, our cushions, screws, and all the other little miscellaneous things that you get at Home Depot that you don't really realize are adding up when you go there. This building materials list is $6,789. If I could whistle, I would whistle right now. All right, you guys, Pippa wanted to do this next one.
Yes, so the next thing on your list is number 5, appliances. So, appliances is stuff like our TV monitor, which is somehow bigger than the one that we had in the bus, which is crazy. I don't know what my mommy and I were thinking. It's 32 stinking inches. They're crazy. Yeah, the sink. Daddy also wasn't thinking about that one. He bought that one right when Mommy and Daddy stole the bus and thought they were borrowing and had a lot of money. So yeah, he spent $300 on a sink. Yeah. On a silly sink. Do you know how many treats I could have had with that money?
Wow.
This also includes things like the faucet. And yeah, so the grand total for the appliances is $12,000. Oh, not $12,000. Jesus Christ. It's $1,282.
Thank you for that, Pippa. Really appreciate your help on that one. Best co-host ever. So that brings our grand total for the van conversion cost to a drum roll, please. $14,288. So that's just including all of the build stuff, everything inside of the van. So there's a 6th category on here, and that's for stuff that we didn't actually pay for. That is our Dakota lithium batteries, our Furrion stove, our Dometic fridge, Dom, our RV filters, our kill mat, soundproofing. So yeah, the grand total for our free stuff is $7,806, making, I guess, the total value for everything in here $22,094. So let's talk about the free stuff and how I think you guys can get it as well. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, doesn't matter any of that. Typically how it works is we'll walk into a store and we'll shout, "It is us, Kels and Jay," and just suddenly all of these free products just get thrown at us. Like, people just like know who we are. They want us to have their products just to have them. It's like the easiest thing ever. I just suggest for you guys do the same. Just act like you own the place and you'll get free stuff. No, that's obviously not what happens. So I just want you guys to think about this for a second. You're a model, pretty much. You have a van or a bus or whatever you're starting to convert, and if you have an iPhone, like any iPhone these days is more than good enough quality. So if you think about a company that has to promote their products, they're gonna have to hire a company, or they're gonna have to have a marketing team or someone to spend a day getting actors, getting models to take pictures in front of a van conversion, and it would cost them thousands of dollars. So typically how it works is when we were planning our van, we knew certain companies and products that we wanted to work with but couldn't necessarily afford. So we reached out to them and we said, "Hey, Dakota Lithium, we're Kels and Jay. We're currently converting a van into a tiny home on wheels, and we'd love to power it with the best possible batteries out there. We'd love to share some pictures for you to use across all of your social media platforms, and we'd also love to share it with our audience. Or if you don't have an audience, you can leave that out there, and then attach a picture of your van conversion, the process. Attach a picture of maybe just like another product that you have in your van already that you've purchased, and say, this is an example of some of the work that we can do for you." You'd be surprised how many companies say yes, even without a following. It's just a win-win for everyone. The at cost value of their products is worth not as much as you would think for them to get that value in return. So you're basically offering a value for a value. It's really amazing. Like, a lot of times you just have to ask. Pippa, do you want to add anything? She was giving herself a bath and I interrupted. So yeah, obviously you guys, this isn't something that we woke up and we were just able to drop thousands of dollars on a van. It's something that we've kind of just been able to work towards over the years. When we were saving up, we were working 9-to-5s, working on the bus conversion at night, and then obviously reaching out to companies. It saved us so much money in the long run. So just like putting in that extra work has made this attainable for us. And I promise it's not gonna happen overnight, but if you really want this lifestyle, if you really wanna live in a van or a bus, you can make it work for you as well. Everything we talked about today will be linked below in our description, and I think we'll also put our spreadsheet in there, so if you wanna look at the breakdown of the cost of each item. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know which day I was able to get this out. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you see the sillies, because I think there's some good sillies in there today. All right, bye guys. Love, 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 love. So my Pippa's making a bell noise. Pippa, the bell noise. I'm gonna have to take her collar off. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. So, top people problems. Making the total value. Oh my God, I'm going through puberty.